So when we're excessive, when we're the other extreme, we're prone to either being that person or attracting someone who is either too intellectual or who has an obsessive spiritual addiction. Because I think many wars these days are started because my God is better than your God. And if you don't agree with me, I'm going to come and invade your country. And I mean, that's obviously an extreme example, but I see it a lot again with friends, clients, families who had that spiritual rigidity imposed on them with a myriad of different religions, mind you, who think, hang on a minute, that's not even right. All this time I've been thinking this, but really it's that. I mean, do any of these qualities, either the over-intellectualizing or spiritual obsessions, do they or have they shown up for you in your life? And if they do, how do you deal with them?
Yeah, definitely the intellectual one. Probably not the spiritual so much, because although I was brought up in Catholic Ireland, I wasn't brought up in a very staunchly, rigidly Catholic sort of type family. We were actually quite an open family. But with the intellectual thing, I actually think when I was a lot younger, I would have brought that on myself because of this sense of wanting to prove myself or to be good enough, And in order to be good enough, I had to be very highly intellectual and intelligent, because that's kind of my gift of intelligence. And I would and I think even going into the industry that I did and pushing myself so hard in that very aggressive and masculine environment that had a lot of people like that, you're always proving yourself. And one day, I just woke up one day and was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. It was like that sense of, man, this is tiring. It's tiring to be that way all the time. And thankfully, I sort of got wise to it. But I definitely was in that mode for a long time of fitting in as well, having to fit into their thinking. And I think internally I was questioning a lot of the practices in the industry all along, but I never really had my own voice to talk about it. So, over-intellectualizing, and definitely that resonates.
I think that's really interesting as well, because I see that a lot of bullying can happen with intellect, because people can one-up you with their knowledge, but that also comes down to yet another imbalance, which is needing to be right. And, are you right or are you actually righteous? It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. One of the things that I love about you is your daily practice. Yes. I would love it if you could share that with us, because there's a lot of medicine in what you do every day.
Well, you know what I love, and I'm so excited to share this story and for those listening, it was actually something I think I was kind of almost shy about sharing, because people ask me this on, in business interviews and stuff like that, when I'm on podcasts and things, do you have a daily practice? And everybody expects you to say, yes, I get up in the morning and I do my 10 minutes of meditation and I go for a run and I just surrender to the earth and all that stuff. I do my gratitude journaling. And I have spent a long time wishing that I was that person, okay? And going, I should be getting up every morning, I should be doing this. And it was only when I met you, Patty, that you actually made me realize that I do actually have a daily practice. And it's one that I've hidden and been embarrassed about sharing, because I didn't think it qualified as a morning ritual. But in my morning, I do not open emails, I do not look at Facebook, I do not do anything until I have gotten up. I go to, my favorite cafe. I do have my iPhone because I love reading and I love learning, like I just told you. So I spend at least an hour completely alone. I do not want anybody in that space. And it's like so indulgent for me because I read. And for me, I almost feel guilty about it because it's so self-indulgent and I should be doing yoga or all these things. And it was only when you said to me, that's your meditation, I thought, wow, it was like a letting go that I was given permission to have that as my morning ritual. And it's non-negotiable. But in the morning I used to do it, and it would make me cranky and irritable because I would feel resentful that it had taken away my luxury, self-indulgent reading time. So that is my ritual. And
I don't even think it's self-indulgent. I think it's your medicine, because you're so conscious about it. Actually, I don't even want to say that. I want to say you're very mindful and very soulful about it. You don't return calls, you don't return texts, you don't return emails. You don't even speak to poor Etty in the morning, your husband.
No, I don't. And he knows this is my time. He knows that's a sacred time.
I know.